Great to have you, Cowpity. Perfect day for football in Sydney. And the opening bounce, Mumford gets an early touch on it. Tried to get it down into space. Zorko does get the early touch and blasts it inside 50 straight away. Pack rises, slapped down to Haynes. Got the handball just in time. Good to have Taranto back. Scrambled to kick away and it was ball. Didn't meet his toe with it. Martin. Mumford got up on him. Neil, and that's what he can expect all afternoon. As soon as he gets it, he'll be got. Kelly came away with it. Haynes didn't strike it well. Lyons did. Bends it around and he's got the opener. And a ripper at that.
Actually in its socket at the moment. Just lands awkwardly post the ruck knock. You can see there, takes a bit of traffic with him. He's not unfamiliar with that. But normally he comes off fine and the other player comes off second best, but not on this occasion.
It was a good call, Dwayne. You see the stoppage there, and Zorko blocks. So De Boer's going to Lachie Neale, and Zorko just helping Lachie Neale out on this occasion. This has been the ability to play it out. So with the new interpretation, every player that's around that stop.
Hayden Court takes off. Heads with a longish Cameron kick, unopposed. So for the instant reply, Jeremy Cameron. Didn't strike it well, did not strike it.
Need to convert, but not to be.
Great conditions, hot start. Stephen Martin scrambles one. Towed away to Zorko, dumped, but kicked it. The magician.
He would have got tackled straight away, so just a little tap into Zorko's path. Just either kept that ball alive, but just gave Zorko a chance.
From home at Giants Stadium, they've got a couple on the board in the opening minutes.
Go up the ball and then just follow up, and great little tap by McInerney.
But it wasn't a handball out. Berry tried to back out. Canelio kicked it out, but Lyons got up there and at least balled it down. Cameron dropped into a half-high tackle from Haynes, and it's ball. Martin got a good piece of that with the ruck work. Zorko nearly. Relieving handball to Haynes. Half a smother. Put the pressure on the kick. Andrews comes up with it. McStay didn't want to go for home. Centering kick. Hipwood drops it. McCluggage crumbs it. Hands it up perfectly. And McCarthy kicks their third.
Side, and then they just set up so well behind the ball. Once they go inside their forward 50, the set up behind the ball. Countless times we've seen Harris Andrews either spoil the ball or have a real impact, and then they just give themselves more opportunities to re-enter. And it's just been through weight of numbers at the moment that they just get more opportunities through that defensive stability behind the ball, and then just the class of their small forwards.
McInerney Mumford. Great attack from Robinson. Just made it his, set it up, gave it to Berry.
And he's having too much of an impact at an early stage of the game.
Archie to Birchall, to Zorko, to goal. McCarthy again.
Awesome. Awesome mark. Awesome one-on-one contest.
Hands it off. No one watching Lachie Neale. That's embarrassing.
The scoreboard reads the way it does. That's classic, taking a midfielder to the hot spot. The Brisbane Lions have been able to get the ball back in the corridor and come quickly. That's the difference at the moment. Great play.
Well, and then he fell asleep, which allowed Lachie Neale to get the handball and have
unforgivable.
What was really a really easy goal.
It's heartbeat to run in unopposed and kick an easy goal.
And he spears a little dart to McCluggage, who's had a ton of it. Heads out to the running Cameron. Could be one of the smallest players ever to win a Coleman, Charlie Cameron. He's actually taller than Lee Matthews, to be honest, but they've got the numbers, the Giants, that they can scramble it away. They tackle their way into it. Rich lost it. Daniels scrambles it towards goal. Post. Archie's had plenty of it. Good trade for him. Himmelberg picks it up. Daniels gets another chance. Didn't want to kick it. Gave it back. They made half work of it. But Harry Himmelberg completes the deal.
The missed kick by Archie. They just allow them back into it. They just probably could have had a shot at goal. Then he looked inboard, which was great, but he could have had a shot at goal. But Himmelberg just followed up and just created another option for him. I know this is stating the obvious, but that was an important goal. A really important goal for GWS.
Yeah.
Ball in motion, so he just stayed in the play.
And heads wide into space. Canelio waited for the bounce, takes on Starcevic, has a bounce with some arrogance, gave it to Taranto, bends it around the body, and they are back.
Just be in the game, stay in the game mentally. Canelio wants to be the man today. You can see that he's looking to inspire his team. He knows it's not coming easy to him at the moment.
Brilliant drop turn on the 360 from Robinson, and he Oscom in the pocket. McInerney takes the mark. His numbers are pretty good. 27 goals, 16 career. 3 goals, 1 so far this year. And he has missed. Some poise there. Top of the square kick, not such a bad option. Again, Andrews. Yes, let Stephen Martin go for the jump. Mumford, Haitley hits a good spot with that kick and finds a one-on-one right on the siren. It couldn't be marked though. Way through it. Here's to the top of the square. McStay got up there. Ball scoots to the back, and it's a goal off hands. Cameron.
Guess who? Charlie thought he had it. I thought the GWS Giants back 6 panicked. Just look where Charlie Cameron finishes. Always goal side. And this is why when you match up against Charlie Cameron, you've got to have someone who plays the old finger in the back. Just stand behind him. Always got touch. If you give him a metre at the back, if he's even...
Puts it into a good spot. Chance for the runners to go up, but Martin was in the hole and he stood his ground. Canelio plucked it but couldn't go with it. Cameron does. Gave it up just in time. Himmelberg opens it up. He's been the spark.
Score. You don't take the mark, you get this scramble play. And this is contrary to what we said at the other end of the ground. Brisbane Lions getting out the front in their forward 50. Well, it was the Giants this time. Stayed proactive, smothered there. Good handball from Jeremy, and away they go. 2 or 3 players forward of the ball.
And it's sometimes what happens when there's a lot of congestion around a ball like that. Sometimes the defenders can get caught ball watching, and this is on this occasion Harris Andrews just got caught ball watching, just forgot his opponent, slipped out the back because there was so much mess and so many
the clearances. Here we go.
Goes to the pass to the pocket and he overcooked it nearly. Finlayson, tough but brilliant. What about the wild beauty of that option?
Defies logic, Dwayne, to answer your question. You've marked the ball in the corridor. Yes, he's on the edge of his range, but to go to the absolute pocket is something we don't see regularly.
Or maybe he knows his limitations, Canelio. He didn't have the distance in him, and he knows Finlayson's limitations, and that is exactly what Finlayson likes to do.
Gee, that's a good kick for goal.
It is.
That is confidence in your ability to kick it from that.
So does he go and stand there on purpose? Does he get out of the
Set
way?
play.
I reckon he leads there every single time. But you're right, he might have stood there. It might have been a set play.
To go with that for the last 5 goals because of it. Mumford palms it down. Taranto gets it forward. Free kick downfield. So Cameron will be within range here. He joined us late. The Lions kicked the first 4 goals of the game, and he blasted long, but off lines. Defensive grid that spread. It allowed Berry to run in. He crept up behind him like a Tesla. Big Jezza.
Honestly, it's not coming natural to them. Fags would have liked him to have got the ball.
Play on advantage. Good opportunity to Rayner. To Cameron. Delightful. 12 goals, 7 for the season. And he kicks this. He's the equal leader in the run for the Coleman. And it was never in doubt. Whitfield at the back. Oh, Haynes. Gee, that was a...
The momentum that took him.
The 1-2 to Ash. Pick off, though, on the run. Berry pulls the kick late to Bailey. Everybody takes a breath. Barely been a chance to in this game. Leon Cameron perplexed, disappointed with that. And Bailey slots a ripper. Sends it long. McInerney down there, and that's a fantastic mark from Haynes. And now sits it up to the hot spot. It's a long bomb. Martin, big piece of it. Hipwood tried to go off the deck. Mumford, Martin, can they find a teammate? Mumford slams it down. Canelio got it to Kelly, gets it to half forward. Seconds tick as the ball rolls. Tackle on Starcevic, superb. No free. Handball flicked up. Siren's about to sound to end it.